Hello, Grayson and Branson. I just want to start this off by saying how much I love you. Now, in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to deal with getting bullied or being put in a situation to where you might be forced to defend yourself. Now, I can say with my history and growing up, there was a time when I was bullied almost for an entire year, and there was just no way I was able to defend myself because there were just so many people bullying me. It was a gang, and I was a freshman, so I was only 15, and most of the other guys were 18. I wasn't strong enough to defend myself. So that was a situation where I really felt helpless. And I didn't have anyone to point me in the right direction of how to get better at defending myself. So at the very least, if I was getting better at defending myself, I'd feel better about my self confidence in that situation. And I want you to be able to know what you need to do in these situations so that you don't have to go through the same pain that I went through during my freshman year in high school, being bullied the entire time. Now, what I can say is no matter how upset you feel about being bullied and how down you are, because I remember I was very depressed. It sucks. There's no doubt about it. And sometimes there's not a simple solution. And the one thing you have to remember is that this time will pass. This bullying is only a moment in your life, and you will not remember it. It's not going to shape who you are. It's going to pass, and life is going to get a lot better. So no matter how down you get, always remember there's a future. Next year, things are going to get better. When you're done with high school, most of the people in high school that you know, you're not going to see anymore. You're going to go into college and meet different friends. And most of the time, they're going to be better friends, more interesting people, people that are going to respect you, girls that are going to adore you. So remember that anytime you feel depressed about being pushed around, bullied, or being mean to, or someone talking bad about you, it is just a moment in time. That time will pass, and you have incredible experiences in front of you. Because I remember it, I just felt that I was in a deep hole and I was never getting out of it. And I didn't have anybody to talk to. My dad wasn't much of a touchy feely person, and he wasn't taking much interest in the situation that was going on. Now, what I would like to advise the two of you to do if you ever get into this situation is get with mommy, ask her to pay for a keto classes. Now, I say a keto out of all the different types of mixed martial arts. I say a keto because a keto is a defensive art. If you learn how to punch someone, and it's just sometimes that can escalate and cause you to get in more trouble, cause you to get hurt more. But the great thing about a keto is that you're able to use people's energy against them. So when someone punches at you, you can basically grab their punch, redirect that energy, and throw them to the ground without ever hitting them. So it basically disarms them in a way that every time they try to kick you, punch you, throw you down, you're using their energy to throw them by you, and they're never able to really lay a hand on you. So I highly recommend that you take Aikido classes and spend that time mastering Aikido. I know with me, whenever I get frustrated or down, depressed, I have a problem that I'm dealing with. Whenever I can take action on it and build up myself to become better so that I can solve that problem, that really makes me feel empowered. Because a lot of times with bullying or people being mean to you, it's all about taking that empowerment away from you and making you feel really low. But if you do something like a keto, or even if you decide to do a different type of martial arts that will empower you by focusing all your energy on becoming the best of what you're studying or training. That's going to allow you to forget about all the negative thoughts, any depression that might be there because you're having a tough day at school, having to be around these bullies or these people that are being mean to you, or that being in this stressful situation because you're worried about someone's going to hit you or push you down. You know, every day, if someone is bullying you, and in your mind, you're thinking, it's just a matter of time until I master Aikido and you will not be able to touch me anymore. And I am not going to let your words or you pushing me around mess up my self confidence. Every time you touch me, push me, say mean things to me, you are making me mentally stronger, and you are focusing my energy to become better and better at Aikido or whatever other training that I'm working on, so that someday you will regret being mean to me. You will regret touching me, because then at some point, if not today, if not tomorrow, you're going to lay your hand on me or try to hit me, and I'm going to take your energy and throw you across the hallway. And you're going to get up and try it again, and I'm going to throw you again. And I'm going to continue to do it until you either feel so stupid or run out of energy and decide to just focus on someone else other than me because I'm too big of a problem. And then when I'm really good at Aikido, I'm going to thank you, Mr. Bully, because you empowered me to learn this so that I never have to deal with someone like you ever, ever again. So just remember that. The key takeaway here is, yeah, it sucks if this is happening, but use your mind. Just because someone's pushing you around, you don't have to let them in on your mind. Just use that energy, that negative energy, and turn it into positive energy and become laser-like focus to become an Aikido badass so that you don't have to deal with this ever again from anybody. And that's going to make you deal with this situation, feel better about it while you're having to go through it. And I am so sorry that if you are dealing with this, because it's a crappy time. There's no doubt about it. But as I said in the beginning, time will pass. This is just going to be a moment in your life. If you use this moment to master Aikido or to become mentally stronger, it's only going to make you more powerful in the future. My bullying situation was awful, but I survived it. Even though it went on for almost a year, I survived it. I came through it, and I became mentally stronger than I've ever been. I ended up reading a book during that time period called Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude. And that bullying period led me to that book. And that book helped me become an entrepreneur. And by the time I was 27, I had already founded 3 multi-million-dollar companies. So that negative experience turned out to be the precursor to make me strong and put me down a path of being an entrepreneur and being able to have the mindset to have success in pretty much everything that I did. I mean, I was stronger than everyone else my age once I had gone through that. So just always keep that in mind. As long as you stay mentally strong and try to empower yourself by doing other things, growing, learning Aikido, reading books, understanding how to become more powerful, have a better mindset, whatever it is, go for it and use that time to become better, and use that negative moment to vault yourself into a higher level of life.